Hello, I am Drag, and this will be the last picture of my Christmas photo set. It came out a lot late, but I was super busy and lazy, but mainly busy. The family came in town. You can't really just sort of, you know, brush them off to the side. I mean, I don't know why you would want to, but like, you know what I mean. Okay, I was busy. Okay, I was busy. So with this picture, what I wanted to do was like gingerbread making, like gingerbread man. And this actually took me a while to figure out because I knew that I wanted to do a gingerbread man picture, but I wasn't sure how I was going to go about it. At first, I was going to have like these little stickers, like just little stickers of them, like Micah Jinkas and Travis Cowboy for some reason, just like devouring these giant gingerbread men, and that didn't play out. So then I was gonna do like JC with like making a gingerbread house, and that didn't play out either. And then like I was looking through some old pictures for inspiration, and then I came across that my old Father's Day picture where all three of these guys debuted. Well, they didn't debut. They were all in that picture, and I was like, "Ooh, this is a good idea." And then I just sort of went with that, and so that's how I came across. Well, I mean, that's how I got this idea. It is really, I guess you could call this one a redraw. So, yeah, it's really just a redraw. I guess they look close enough to gingerbread men, in my opinion. So, yeah, there it is. There's the gingerbread picture. But in this video, what I wanted to talk about was sort of like New Year's resolutions and like decades ending, since this will be like 2020, like that's a whole new decade. And it's made me realize that I'm gonna be 25 next year as of recording this. And I was like, fuck. I'm like, alright. It's just one of those things where you're just like, alright. Like, I can't believe that's been 10 years. Like, I was just starting high school 10 years ago. Well, I guess it would have been. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it was. Okay, I was 15 10 years ago next year. And that's gonna be really fucking trippy for me to think about. I've been out of school for 10 years. High school, but not high school. High school for 10 years. Let me just tell you, college. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about was New Year's resolutions and how I think that they're bullshit. But I think decades resolutions are a little bit better because they act as they're more long term rather than what people expect New Year's resolutions to be. Like people think that, oh, I'm gonna change everything about myself in like a month. I'm gonna lose 55 pounds in a month because that's totally healthy, and that's not going to cause me seriously. I'm not setting myself up for failure by like having such an unachievable goal. So like, I don't know. It doesn't sit. Okay. Decades resolutions. My decades resolution. So I guess what I want to start with was here. Let's look at my little notes. I wrote notes down for this. So yeah, okay. So the first one is like, I want to be more independent. I want to be an adult, and that's measured by moving out of your parents' house. Because I know I actually pay my own bills and stuff, but that doesn't count apparently. But I don't want to do it to like I don't want to do it for other people. I want to do it for myself. Because like, what is, yeah. I just kind of want to, be on my own, or with, I guess, a housemate. Just kind of, feeling cramped and stuff. So that's one of my decades resolutions. The next one is actually one that I've been like trying to fix more recently. I've discovered like this aspect about myself that I really don't like over the past year. And so I've been like gradually trying to like make it less there. So that would be so over like the past decade, I would say I've grown to be a very toxic individual. And while I don't like using that word, I feel like it kind of like, I don't know, I just can't think of myself as not being toxic. What I mean by toxic is that I take more than I give. As like, okay, so whenever I get a gift from somebody, my brain will not let me like. It's like, oh, you have to get them something. Like, you have to get them something back. Oh, well, what do you want to get them? And then like, I don't like that feeling. So I have to like, I feel like whenever I do that, I'm just like taking and not like ever giving back. So I want to try and give back more. And yeah, I just kind of like, I want to give back more. I want to like contribute. But also like like being toxic isn't just like taking, like, it's not just gifts, it's mainly emotional stuff. And what I've noticed is that, I mean, if you guys can tell, I've said I a lot in this video. I've said it at least like 15 times already. Just don't like that. Don't like taking that from something that I actually have been working on. And just not working right now, but it's a work in progress. It is a work in progress. That is all that can be said about that. I want to stop being a Debbie Downer. I feel like I just siphon people's time and energy. I don't like that. So I'm gonna try and work towards that. I'm gonna work to being a better listener. Let's see, what else? Okay. Okay. And this one's a big one. So going like back to the whole emotional vampire thing, I didn't say that before, but that's what I meant. I meant being an emotional vampire. This very toxic behavior. So self-esteem is something that I have always struggled with, and I want more self-esteem. I want to be a more confident person. I don't want to be that person that gets like stepped on and then like you lash out at just some random individual and they're just like, whoa, what's wrong? And like you can't really get angry at them because they didn't do anything. They just so happened to be there like when that last straw like broke the camel's back. Like I don't like that. I don't like that part of myself. So I'm gonna be working at that. So the best way that I know how, like, because people always talk about like, oh yeah, here, I'll do this, I'll do that. But how are you gonna do it? Like, they don't say how they're gonna do it. Well, how I plan on doing that, at least the second two, is I'm just gonna start listening more. Say yes to more things. And to boost the self-esteem, well, that one's a bit trickier. Boosting your self-esteem is not really something that happens overnight. It's one of those things where there's this one thing I tried in high school where you just like sort of look in the mirror and you give yourself a compliment every day, and then like you'll just start changing, So I'm gonna start doing that again, as weird as it sounds. And just like hopefully by the end of 2020, by the end of the 2020s, I will be a better, less toxic individual. That's just Yeah. So, I guess those are my decade goals. Hopefully, they will be completed on time. And yeah. Thank you for watching. And hopefully listening to me talk for almost 10 minutes straight about New Year's resolutions and gingerbread men. Bye.